The ETH Gate conspiracy has come roaring back to life. Stoked by the SEC riding into battle to halt the Ethereum ETF from dominating Wall Street in 2024, Ethereum easily slipped by the Securities and Exchange Commission scrutiny early on, despite incurring millions of dollars during their original ICO. But now that the world's top asset managers like BlackRock are interested in hammering into Ethereum ETFs, all of a sudden Gary Gensler's tone has changed drastically. What exactly is it that set Ethereum apart from the rest of the cryptocurrency industry by the SEC? Who is Steven Nayeroff, and why does he claim to have the slip on Vitalik Buterin? Today, we take each piece of evidence apart to better understand how all of these pieces fell into place. But before we dig in, welcome to the blockchain basement, the crypto underground. If you found this channel by accident, forget everything you're about to hear and share this with no one. The year is 2014, and Vitalik Buterin had not quite reached the legal age of drinking, but what he did have was the brilliance and talent that propelled him into crypto leadership. Just a year prior, he had written the white paper to Ethereum, a groundbreaking cryptocurrency project that we all know this would be the spark that brought Ethereum to life. He amassed a team: Charles Hoskinson, Joseph Lubin of Consensus, Gavin Wood, Anthony DeLorio, and a few others to bring this project to life. Not long after piquing the interest of influential crypto investors, the ICO raised around $18 million worth of Bitcoin and received a Teal Fellowship grant simultaneously. Money was flowing in, and the project began to snowball. But young Vitalik, woefully inexperienced, began to lose control of the monster that he created. An overwhelmed and exhausted Vitalik reached out to none other than Steven Nayeroff to help rescue and restructure it from collapsing under its own weight. Shit! Buterin had captured interest and investments from the world's most powerful and influential people, the likes of Vladimir Putin, Bo Shen, and Feng Yao in China as well. Vitalik, a Russian native, had taught himself Mandarin and was able to build a presence for Ethereum within Russia and China at the time when crypto was of the keen interest of both of these parties. These connections could be the potential motive of why the SEC has taken such a soft-handed approach to Ethereum being classified either security or commodity in the past. Another crypto project, Prometheum, had early ties with the Chinese blockchain investor Wangjiang Blockchain Labs, and also conspicuously, but not surprisingly, have been looked at fondly by the SEC. It has come to light that Wangjiang Blockchain Labs funded the initial wallets Vitalik used to upstart Ethereum. And during ETH's most vulnerable moments near disaster, Feng Zhao, a Chinese blockchain guru and powerful political influencer, donated $500,000 to keep Ethereum afloat. But wait, there's more. After the release of the Hinman emails during the XRP case, it is clear that Joseph Lubin was in direct contact with the SEC on a regular basis during the formative years of Ethereum. And of course, this seems like a pretty wise move, especially when you're gathering millions of dollars in crowd sales for a disruptive and speculative technology. But what looks a little bit more incriminating is the fact that William Hinman was set up to receive millions of dollars in retirement funds from an Enterprise Ethereum Alliance member. It is important to look at this critically because William Hinman was actually a former employee of this Future Alliance member, Simpson, Thatcher, and Bartlett, well before Ethereum ever entered the picture. Vitalik Buterin's charismatic zeal for blockchain technology and his youthful brilliance persuaded many investors around the globe. But Joe Lubin, who once courted those formerly at the SEC, may have come back to haunt Ethereum, now that Gary Gensler is hell-bent on searing crypto for security violations. What is clear in this complex web we have seen woven is that now Steven Nayeroff is in the spotlight for digging up all the dirt he has on Ethereum's messy beginnings. And now we see Gary Gensler laser focused in on Ethereum's original development team to see how this all came about. See, Buterin and his father leveraged a lawsuit against Nayeroff, as well as his employee Michael Halady, for trying to extort millions of dollars from Ethereum for their supposed rough past. Halady ended up pleading guilty, but Nayeroff made the case for his innocence, claiming that he was the co-founder of Ethereum and he was set up by the FBI, so the case was dismissed. Nayeroff has made some extreme accusations that have degraded his credibility for sure. But he has come through with releasing early conversations between him and Vitalik Buterin. But so far, with the information released, nothing is pointing to a massive fraud committed by Ethereum that's supposedly larger than FTX. There is no meat on the bone to what Nayeroff is saying. Compelling evidence, however, has been exposed by Truth Labs. And these do paint a compelling picture of developer fraud in the Gatecoin hack of 2016. Ethereum's early blocks are being scrubbed by cyber analysts to find the source of the Gatecoin fraud that surrounds ETH Gate. And so far, the story does point to an inside job within the Ethereum founders. What is abundantly clear through this chaotic amount of information is that Joseph Lubin and Vitalik Buterin buttered up the SEC so that they could turn a blind eye and allow for Ethereum's ICO to move forward, gathering millions of dollars in investment. And it is also crystal clear that Steven Nairov is out for Vitalik Buterin's blood. And Gary Gensler has decided to zero in on Ethereum as his next target to stop the massive amount of investments that are going to be coming from Wall Street through the form of Ethereum ETFs should they be approved in 2024. But what remains will tell if Vitalik Buterin sought help in earnest from regulators who turned against him, or was a true criminal interest involved with his intentions. It is obvious that Vitalik panicked after the immense success of Ethereum's launch. Millions of dollars was siphoned off of the DAO, and now the SEC is extremely interested in the precise past of this upbringing. ETH Gate is the conspiracy that just keeps on giving. The more you dig, the more it is you will find. Remember to stay curious, stay informed, and for more content like this, subscribe to our channel. Drop a like on this video and tell us what it is that you think is behind this massive ETH Gate controversy. And also, will we see an Ethereum ETF approved regardless of all this information? Let me know down in the comments, and until next time, Druth out.